Bobby Seabrook III, one of the associate editors here at Double XL. I am one half of The Break Live with my other associate editor, Kevin High. Today's guest is Baby Money, who I think he just came in. Yeah, Baby Money from Detroit, signed to Quality Control earlier this year. Been doing this thing before that. Definitely a big fan of his, so definitely looking forward to this. But yeah, he just put out New Money was the one that just came out, right? I believe Easy Money was the earlier one. And I mean, it's a really impressive project. I think he's really growing and has been doing this thing for a while. So it's definitely cool to talk to him about just the process and what's been going on right now, because it's been a crazy year for him already. So for sure, if you ain't here, Baby Money, just say something in the chat. I think you are in here though. I think I saw you walking. There's a bunch of names just flying now. Oh yeah, there you are.
What's up, my guy?
What's good, man? What's good? Good to see you, man. Good to have you on here.
Good to talk to you again. You been good?
Right, for sure. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I meant to bring that up too. Yeah, we did talk previously during the pitch, back when we did the pitch for the previous freshman.
Yeah.
You've done a lot since then already. So definitely a lot to talk about. Absolutely. Tell us about kind of your background, man, like coming up.
I started rapping when I was 12. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, 12th Street, Rosa Parks Boulevard. I started rapping when I was 12. Uh, it started taking off like 2, 3 years ago. I signed to
Hmm.
QC almost a year ago. It'd be a year and 2 months.
When you said you started rapping at 12, like why? Like what made you want to start rapping back then?
It was something fun to do. Like I wasn't even rapping. I was just going to the studio every day with my brothers and then watching them rap. Then it became a group thing to where like, man, everybody get on the song.
Right. Do you remember that first time you had to get on a song? Were you like nervous, or you just like, I just want to dive in and give it a shot?
No, because it was like everybody was doing it, then none of us know what we was doing. So at the end of the day, you feel me? So we all on the same page at the end of the day. We about to just say some crazy shit. At the time, you had like Dope Boys and Team East Side, so you had to talk that Detroit shit no matter
Right,
what.
right. So, okay, so back then, you first started rapping. You said it took off like 3 years ago. When you first started rapping, like kind of how did you sound? Like what was kind of your approach in those earlier years compared to kind of how you rap now?
I was talking about bus, like bus was the main thing. Cause I'm like 12 and 13. This one bus was everything. Like you got a pair of bus,
Right.
you the nigga in the city for sure, for sure. So I was talking like shit like that, like how white my buffs is, how crispy I am. Something like how I rap now, but I'm just more advanced and know how to say the shit I'm actually trying to say.
Right.
I was making the story so long back in the day because I didn't know how to say it. Now I know how to make a long story short.
Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Um, I was definitely thinking about, because I wrote like a couple of days ago, did a piece about different cities in hip hop that are kind of thriving right now. Outside
Yeah.
of like the obvious ones, Michigan as a state is an obvious one right now, and
Yeah.
Detroit as a city, period. And you're definitely a part of that. Um, Kind of, how did you find a way to like stand out in such a super competitive scene right now? Because I mean, I feel it was competitive years ago, but like now it's like crazy. There's like 12 of y'all.
I don't know. I don't know. I just kept going. Like I was rapping for so long. It was like it was at a point to where like I'm dropping so many songs. You have to see me, and I'm not trying to rap like nobody or nothing. I'm just making my own song.
Right,
You feel what I'm
right.
saying? So
Um, I know you're talking about 3 years ago, which is pretty much kind of how I saw it. Because I know for me, I definitely started to hear your name around 3 years ago. But 2021 is kind of when everything is like, now it's different. Now everything
it's
you're like,
crazy.
like
It's
you're
crazy.
out of there now. You're through the window. So,
Yeah.
um, what do you feel was different about then? Also, that was Young Nigga Old Soul. What do you feel was
Mhm.
different at the time that kind of launched you?
I don't know. I was going my flow. Like it was so fun. It was like me in the studio making 5, 6 songs a night. At the time, like that's crazy right there. 5, 6 songs a night. That's just going my floor. I probably have 4 or 5 CDs. Like I'm just dropping back, back, back. Cause that's how you get their attention. Cause it was a point in time where I wasn't dropping at all, and I was like
Hmm.
not scared to do songs with people or nothing like that. But I did songs with people for so long until it got to a point to where like I want to hear you. Like let me hear how you rap by yourself. So when I learned how to do that, it was like, oh no, I'm just having fun with it now. Like I probably got 400 or 500 songs tucked right now.
Right. And I think that's an important thing when it comes to you and kind of your approach and your style too. Like you enjoy rapping, like you like doing, like you like doing this. You
For
want
sure.
to do, and it's like I know it sounds weird to say as somebody who talks to rappers every day, every week, all the time, but like I think when you care and you enjoy it and you love doing it, people notice
Yeah,
that, and that comes through in the music and it comes through in like the work and in the videos and stuff like
yeah.
that. And I think also a part of the reason why people just love supporting you, myself included. Like
I
you just
appreciate
you enjoy it, like and I
it.
think that's big. Um, what fits right under that is of course Montclair Bubble, which was like huge for you,
Crazy.
kind of on. Um, what do you think made the song stand out? Because for one, it definitely sounded different from your other songs at the time, and also just like the other songs that were coming out in general, like outside of yourself. It was kind of unique on its own.
That main line stuck out. Come and fuck with them, my niggas get your ass did. that line, that line stuck. You know how many people DM me like, which one of your niggas I supposed to talk to? I'm telling you, that line stuck out more. And it's like at the same time, I'm telling you, I'm talking my shit, but I'm telling you like what I've been through. Like this, that baby loves asking for dollars. This that baby loves that did cash flips. Like I'm still letting you know my story, and the same time letting you know like we living good at the same time though.
Right. You announced the deal. Well, the announcement of the quality control deal came out in January.
Uh,
Me and you, of course, have spoken about it previously about you know how much it meant to you, and then you even being on their radar, and you kind of settling in with them. What was it about QC that made the most sense for you? Because I know usually that's just kind of the rapper thing. Once you get to a certain point, labels are going to seek you out. Groups and crews are going to seek you out. But you specifically wanted to go to QC, and can you kind of like elaborate on that?
Yeah, I always say this because one, I always think that from a kid. I always say that. Like I always, how can you not see them? They've been going crazy for years,
Right,
and everybody on their roster going crazy, and they push them crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And the other thing was they was able to talk to me in ways that I can understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Like from the streetwise, other than at that large table, they kind of give you the big words and use what
right,
you don't know against you. You know
right,
they'll use that. They're gonna use that against you when you don't know it. That's they got the upper hand on you now. You feel what I'm saying? So they made it to where I understand and let me know like we trying to help each other win at the end of the day. Like so it was like yeah.
right. And I think them meeting you there too in that way. It also shows that like you don't have to be on the defensive, because I know a lot of times those label meetings, just like you said, they will try to like big word you and take advantage and just trying to sell you on
Cause
anything. But once
they want the money at the end of the day. It's a business at the end of the day.
right,
So you feel me? Yeah.
right. But when they're speaking to you just fairly and telling you exactly what it is, okay, I can trust these people, and I
Yeah.
think that makes you more comfortable. And I think you saying how QC pushes everybody, like like they sign acts and then they push them and they don't really hesitate.
They sign somebody today, they're gonna push them like they've been on the roster forever.
Right. Right. And I
Sure.
think it's great that you said that, because that's exactly what happened with you. Like once you were signed and the public knew that, that was it. Like they were
Yeah.
pushing you, they were behind you. The project came out the next month. Like they didn't hold back, because I think they respect your talent, and also too they understand kind of what they have in you.
Sure they do.
And I think that's the kind of stuff that like any artist is really looking for at the end of
That's
the
what you
day.
want to be around, and you want to be around the people who gonna tell you when you're wrong and when you're right.
Right. Right. Um, we've never talked about this, but kind of what are like your goals in rap? Like, kind of what kind of stuff do you see for yourself? Kind of what heights do you want to reach? I know at this point it's early on. I know there's stuff that you probably like so way out there. You're not even like there yet, but kind of what are you thinking?
It's like the same thing since a kid. Like I manifest this. Like I always wanted to be signed to a big label. You feel what I'm saying? So I still got the same dream. Like I want to have my own label. I want to have people rapping. I want to be QC in the long run, even if we partners or however it's gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right,
I want to be there. I want you to remember me when I'm gone. I want to leave a statement here like, nah, Baby Money was crazy.
right, right. And I think too, um, the I think the kind of the space between you putting out Easy Money and then New Money, um, it allowed you kind of time to keep building and continue to become more popular and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was seeing more, trying to see more, to talk about more.
Right. Do you feel kind of how do you feel you changed or evolved between the two projects? Like, kind of what was going on between Easy Money and New Money?
Easy Money was like, all right, I'm in the dough. I still have music from when I was already there, but I still make more music to put on there. But now it's like I'm seeing more. I'm seeing shit that I never even thought I'd see. I'm making money that I never even thought I'd make. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's not like New Money when the thing like, we finally got some money on some shit. Like it's not illegal no more. This shit legal. Like I
Right.
can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want now, and it's not going to be a problem. So it's like I'm seeing different things. It's getting bigger. I'm growing.
Right. When you said earlier that you manifested all of this for you since you were like a kid, like this is the kind of stuff you wanted, this is what you looked for. Um, kind of how do you stay like attached to that dream? Because I mean, I think anyone can speak to, especially as an artist, that there's a lot of ups and downs in between, back then to right to this point right now where you're experiencing all the success. So how did you stay committed to it through all of that?
This is what I wanted to do. It was never something like it was never like work. It's actually fun to me. So it's like it's my hobby. I'm actually doing this every day. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this is what I want. I'm gonna get it. Like I wanted to hoop, and Laura, it took too long for hoop. I ended up dropping out. I wanted to be in the NBA. I was just talking about this last night. I wanted to be in the NBA so bad, but I end up here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where I wanted to be. Like
Right. I mean, honestly, I mean, you in the rap big leagues now, so it's the same thing. It's just
yeah.
this thing, right? Um, when did you start to feel like just as an artist that you were like gaining steam, you were like popular now, like people really knew who you were, music?
When you drop, and as soon as you drop, you go see somebody. They be like, "Man, drop something again. Like drop tomorrow." You like, bro, you ain't even let this video get no views yet. You like, bro, I listened to it already. I want something else. I just dropped. They DM me right now, man. When the next tape coming? Like, damn,
Right.
you don't like that shit?
No, I mean that stuff is always so crazy to me because I pay attention to stuff like that, and I'm always looking out for it. But it really is like that. You'll put a tape out, and like within an hour or 2 hours, like, yeah, I like this. All right, but like, when's the deluxe? And it's like, yo, like you have
Yeah.
like
Like, damn, it's only been out 2 days.
right, the 15 songs you got are not a week old. Why are you acting like this? But it goes to show that the people care and they want to
Yeah, when
hear.
they want it, it's like, yeah.
Right, absolutely. Um, you put out a lot of music over this time. What would you say are like your can't miss songs? Where if you want somebody to kind of get a full idea of you and what you do, you'd want them to play these songs.
Probably Big Money, Montclair Bubble, things that I've been through, Impatient.
That was a perfectly curated list. Like that was a perfectly curated list. Like you were like that was very thought out. You're like, yes, I'm very comfortable with these ideas because like a lot of times I ask artists that and they'll like name like 15 songs. You're like, no, these are it. These will get
Yeah,
you to
I'm
it.
explaining it because I get to explain to you. You get to see how I talk flash. You get to see what I've been through. All them 4 songs will wrap everything up and be like, all right.
Right. You have Get Dangerous is doing really well right now. Me personally, my personal favorite is In the Streets. I love that song.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
so kind of how do you feel about the reception to Easy Money so far? I feel like people have really kind of attached to it and like really been reposting it and like playing it and jumping into it. But what do you want people to take away from it, like after they've listened to it?
After you listen, I want you to take away that. Get you some money for one. go get go get you some money. And even though money ain't everything, but you gotta have money. Everything costs money though. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. Don't fall for anything. You feel loyalty is everything. And get who you trust and just stay with them.
Right,
It's like
right,
tables turn, tables turn, backstabbers. My shit tell you like what you going through. It's gonna be some snakes in there. It's gonna
right,
be. It takes
right,
time to get what you want. It's telling you everything.
right, right. Absolutely. What would you say is the biggest moment in your career so far?
I don't know. I don't think I had. I be feeling. I'm so crazy in the head. I be feeling like I ain't did nothing. I got so much work to do. So I don't nothing.
I mean, that's not a it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I think you know you're on the I mean you're on the highway right now, man. Like you like everything is happening. Like, I think when you get a chance to really think about maybe even just the last year, you know, I think it'll be easier for you. But yeah, I mean, so much is happening now. There's a new answer like every day, every week. So I definitely get that.
Yeah.
What's something most people don't know about you?
I'm goofy as hell. I be having fun though. Like I'm gonna make you laugh if you get around me. It probably don't look like that. I just be chilling though. I be having fun.
Do you think people think that you are like super serious or something like that?
Oh no, I hope not. I hope not. I smile all day. Even when I'm mad, I smile. So no.
I mean, but yeah, let's just like what I said earlier. I think that goes right into like everybody. I don't know if it's like gets expressed enough kind of as rap fans, but fans like rappers who are like happy to be here and are like enjoying kind of the experience and stuff like that.
I'm
And I
happy as hell.
right. And to me, you've always come off like that. And you know, you've put the time in and you know, things are really going your way. And I mean they're gonna keep rising from here for sure. So absolutely. Um before we wrap it up, is there anything you want to bring up? Anything you want to like talk about that I didn't ask you about?
uh, you asked me about the tape, but I want everybody to go get the tape right now.
Okay.
Listen to it. Tell me y'all opinion, even if it's bad. Like, I want to know where I'm lacking at. I want y'all to tell me that. I ain't gonna get mad at it. I'm gonna accept it, switch it up, and make sure I do it right next time.
Right. But yes, I will also go on record to say the tape is hard. I like it a lot. Like that
I appreciate
honestly, I was saying that before you was on the live. That's been my take. But
say this ain't just because I'm right here. You ain't
right.
telling me.
As soon as you come out, like, yeah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
How did you know? Yeah, but no, for sure. I think it's a really good project, man. And I also 100% co-sign it. I think everybody checking this out now should, as soon as we wrap this up, go check that out. It's definitely worth your time. But again, man, thank you. I
Right
appreciate it.
now. Thank you for having me, brother.
Of course, my man. All right.